when I say that I love my fucking president, y'all, I love my president. When this man came up and said, the issue that I'm here with today, I'm not here to answer any questions. It is to address what is going on in the world today, especially this Trayvon Martin thing. The president said that he had issues with, as he was growing up, with white women clutching their purses, or, locking their doors when they hear him coming, and holding their breath when they're next to him in an elevator or something like that. He's talking about his personal experiences of how white America sees a black young man. It's already the statistics that is out there that black men is gonna start trouble. I was watching this movie called Black Butterfly. It's on Netflix. It was about this swimmer. She got raped and everything, and the police officer that raped her was talking about child molesters in the locker room of the police office. Yes, it was a police officer that raped her. He was a black guy. And it was a white guy, too, that was in the locker room, was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, something is wrong with this man. And he told his partner, which is another black guy, the white guy told his partner, he's not racist, but he just want him to see how he feels from his view of things when a black man is, when he approaches a black man as a police officer. He wish that he'll be able to go home to see his family, because he's automatically scared, being that most of the stereotypes and statistics out there is black young men are thug and like very angry, thugs as well as like very angry and have like anger issues. So from his point of view, he just asks himself, is he gonna be able to see his family when he go home? He's finna apprehend this black guy. Do this black guy have a gun? Is he a threat or whatever? And me hearing that, although it's a movie, me hearing him say that, it kind of made me think that all of the white people probably think like that when they see like a white person, a black person, comes towards them. Do they think, oh God, I'm about to be robbed, or oh God, I hope I make it home to see my family. Oh my God, here come these black people. Here come these black people. You know what I'm saying? And clutch their purses. Is that the reason why they do clutch their purses? But in any event, President Obama was just basically trying to shed light to all of America, not just black, but to the white people, to see how, black people think. Like, we notice y'all, tension up, and we notice y'all feeling irritated and scared when we walk by. You know what I'm saying? We notice that. I mean, for some reason, you guys don't even hide it. We can read your facial expressions and stuff. I had troubles growing up with racist people as well, and just people that's not racist just was scared because I was a big black girl. And once I started talking to them, then they realized I'm a friendly big black girl, so they automatically take the race out. But off first impression, they wonder, oh shit, she's a big black girl, is she gonna start some trouble or some shit like that? So President Obama was giving us, the world, his personal experiences of what we have to go through as black people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of hard for 5 white women and 1 Hispanic white person to understand what Trayvon Martin was thinking like when he seen George Zimmerman following him. He gave the judge credit on how she ran the trial, the defense and the prosecutors on how they ran the trial, as well as how the juries was instructed on, all of the legal rules and stuff. And he said that once the jurors made their decision, it is what it is. That's how the system works. He mentioned also, give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to smoke and talk at the same time. He mentioned also how he had to explain to his kids, and there's a lot of black people as well as white people had to explain to their kids on how to handle this type of situation, especially when you're being followed by a stranger. You know what I'm saying? You go in the stores. This is just, I'm not sure if all white people experience this, but I know some thuggish white people experience this, but black people always experience it. You go in the store and you're being watched. You automatically are deemed as a thief. You're being watched. The store clerk is not taking their eyes off of you. They, might pretend as if they're doing something else, but they're watching you just because you're black. Like I said, thugged out white people or just normal white people can be watched as well, but it's automatically, just with the white people, it's kind of different when it comes to the black people because we're automatically stereotyped as a thief as soon as we walk in that store. White people tend to get away with things because of their color. I'm just being real, hey, it is what it is. And there's a lot of black people that, do bad stuff. The same, I don't know why my TV just started. The same crime that a black person do, a white person might get tapped on the hand for it, but a black person might get 25 years for it. 35 years ago. It's crazy, right? I don't know why it is playing. Give me a minute, y'all. He even said that, in the president's terms, if a white teen male, was in the same scenario as Trayvon Martin, will we have the same outcome, basically the same aftermath? Would we? I'm not sure, but 9 times out of 10 we won't have the same outcome in this system. And we're talking about the system, the judicial system. And it's a shame that someone's life has been lost and the person that's held accountable for it just get a slap on his wrist, I think I'm not the only one in shock. I know I'm not the only one in shock according to my Facebook and, me reading other people's news feeds and statuses on how they felt about, the not guilty verdict. It was nice to see our president give us more insight on how he felt about it. He wasn't reading from a teleprompter. He had a few notes, but, you could tell that most of, his addressing the state was out of personal experiences and off the top. Nothing, practiced or rehearsed or anything. It was honest, and I feel like we needed that. We needed that. Now, Sabrina Fulton as well as Trayvon Martin, I seen parts of an interview that they did, and I just felt so bad because justice was not served at all. And if you think this is not based on race, I don't know how is your way of thinking. Like, what makes you think this has nothing to do with race? This man, which is George Zimmerman, automatically deemed Trayvon Martin as a suspect. Even called him a suspect to the officers after he killed Trayvon Martin. He was wrong about, Trayvon Martin, being suspicious. He was just a 17-year-old boy trying to get home out of the rain. He was wrong. He followed this man, like I said, first by vehicle, then by foot. Like I said in my last video, what do you tell your kids about strangers following you, not only by vehicle, but by foot? What do you tell your kids? I mean, what could have made Trayvon Martin's situation different other than George Zimmerman listening to the 911 operator and staying in his car. You know, what is it that a juror, any of the jurors, I challenge them to answer this question. What will you tell your child once they're being pursued by a vehicle as well as on foot by a stranger?
If I see any violence,
what do you tell them?
I remind folks that that dishonors what happened to Trayvon Martin and his family. But
he even said that he don't think that, I mean, yes, I heard, and I want to say this too, I heard there was some riots. I even seen some videos of riots, but those videos, come to find out, were fake. If somebody out there is trying to rile up the black folks, you know, they're trying to cause destruction. They're trying to cause riots. You know, what they did was they made fake videos of riots in Miami, and they used the Vancouver riot in that video. You know, it's all over Google that these videos of riots are fake. But President Obama addressed the issue on the riots. As long as they're safe and, you know, rioting and you know, doing their walks and protesting in a non-violent way, he's fine with it. But if, you know, they do it in a violent way, then there's no way at all they're helping Trayvon in his legacy. You know, there's no way. So he addressed that. But this motherfucker by the name of Ben Ferguson that was on CNN just took President Obama's whole lecture as he shouldn't even be talking about race right now. He should be trying to be our president or something that like that. Out of that, it was so retarded of what Ben Ferguson was saying, y'all. It pissed me off so much that I changed the fucking channel. Yes, I did. There's a lot of opinions on what happened with Trayvon Martin. A lot of opinions. And there's some people that are, you know, happy with the not guilty verdict. You know, they're fine with that. But the ones that are fine with it, I ask you, the same as that I asked the jurors, what will you tell your child once they realize they've been followed by car, then followed by foot? I don't see anything Trayvon Martin did wrong. I don't see anything he did wrong. And unfortunately, his life is ended for at least fighting back. You know, he didn't, like I said in my last video, just say, hey, George Zimmerman, here I am, shoot me. He actually fought back because he was scared out of his mind that this creepy ass cracker was following him. And let me just say it the right way. Creepy ass cracker was following him. It's sad. It's sad, excuse me. It's very sad. And I live, like I said, I live in the state where they let George Zimmerman go as well as Casey Anthony go. So my state laws are fucked up. And hopefully they will change and just see everybody as citizens, as humans, instead of color. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say that I called somebody a cracker. I could say I called somebody a nigger. I could say I called someone, you know, whatever they are. You know, I get it all day. A person to get on my video and say, oh, you're big. Oh, you're black. You know what I'm saying? They're calling out what I already know. So I'm guilty of saying things like cracker, nigger, and everything else, but I haven't said it out of malice, out of ill will, or out of hatred. You know, it doesn't make it right, but where I'm from, that's just our lingo. And you can't help where you've been raised and how you've been raised. My mom didn't raise me to talk like that, but the people that I surrounded myself with and associated myself with, that's how we talk. We say nigga, we say cracker, we say chink, we say essay. We say these things, but we don't say it out of malice, out of hatred, out of ill will. We don't say it that way, And it's just sad, y'all. It's just sad because this is the world we live in. These are the laws that, we have to abide by, And it's sad. It's crazy, But I love my president. I love the fact that he did get on and address the issue, And I'm not sure what's gonna happen a month or 2 months or 2 years from now after the not guilty verdict. I'm not sure if they're gonna pick it up or just let it go. But I am sure that this is not the end. Trayvon Martin is not the first, and he won't be the last. We'll be rallying about somebody else next. I also want to bring up too that the state of Georgia put to death Troy Davis. America seen Troy Davis put to death, and he was not guilty. I mean, he was found guilty through through jurors, and through the state of Georgia, he was found guilty. But later on, 9 of the witnesses that they had recanted their statement, and it should have been just an open and closed case. This man is not guilty. But the state of Georgia put this man to death, even after 9 witnesses recanted their statement. So, I don't think a white person could say they can relate to something like that. I don't think a white person or any race other than a black could say that, the system failed them. I don't, if they can, say it. I don't hear it. But we do hear that the system failed a lot of black families and people, and even put to death innocent people like Troy Davis. This is the world we live in, y'all. This is our judicial system. So, like I said, they won't be the last. We'll be rallying about something else, and our life will be lost behind racist bullshit. It is crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, this is your girl Giggs. I'll holler at y'all later.